Hi everyone, I am Jack Red. If you've seen part 1 of my anime best video, then you're gonna probably not want to watch the second part, which is on the worst anime. I warn you that I had some very controversial choices on my list that I know I'm gonna get probably comment bombed so badly that I'm probably not gonna upload videos for weeks. It's gonna be that bad, so. But I don't really necessarily care. I'll just take my time, plan out better videos, as I take that time to give me a good reason not to do videos like that. So, with that pretty much being said, this was an even harder list to make because I don't know that many animes that were not good or wasn't just pleasing enough that I'll watch them and consider them good. So, with that being said, this top 10 list should be essential, and I'm hoping that I don't get comment really badly over this. So, let's get this shit started. Number 10 is Big O. Picture Batman and Gundam together, and that's basically what Big O is. It really is. It had some good things in there, but the problem is, I lost interest in it. I was like, why would you put those two together? You know, it's just, at the time, yes, there was a time I did watch the show, and I did like it, but I only lost interest every time I did. It just wasn't that appealing to me. I mean, having a giant robot, making it like Batman, you know, Gundam and Batman, it just pisses me off that such a thing actually passed as an anime. It just wasn't good enough. They should have made it better. You know, it had a unique anime style, yes, but it should have been better in story. And they should have had more interesting villains to fight. Okay, there was that mummy one, but that's about it. So, with that pretty much being said, let's go into number 9. Witch Hunter Robin. Oh boy. The main reason I have this on the list is because, first off, I'm not a big fan of witches, and second, it actually kind of mirrors the title of, oh yeah, Vampire Hunter D, which was one of my favorite animes. I have not seen the sequel yet, but I might do a review on that. Anyway, I did see the show briefly. I didn't like it. I thought there was way better animes than this. This is definitely one I disliked a lot, but not enough to really show how much I hate it. Now, there is actual ones on this that start showing my hate for it. It's just okay in a sense. It's just, I don't really like witches, period. And for a show like this, I expected a little more than what it was, so I know some of you fans out there will probably be pissed at me, but this is just my general opinion. I mean, no one has a right or wrong list, best or worst, for this topic. So, I am pretty much speaking out that I do not like this show. If you don't like it, tough. It's my list. You don't have to like it. For all I know, you might make celebrity videos of me, make me look like a jackass. But I don't know. Number 8 is Colorful. Colorful, without a doubt, was horrible. I'm going to compare it to another show that's kind of like that, but was even better. Golden Boy. What do they both have in common? They're both animes that show how perverted some people can be. And with that being said, Golden Boy had a unique way to show it, more realistically. And yet the other one was flat out perverted. It was bad. It was terrible. It was awful. I can't even believe such a show actually exists. It's like, how did this even get past the censors? I mean, wouldn't this be counted for as sexist? I don't know. I mean, Golden Boy showed a way where you can love it, you can like laugh along with it, you can like get interested by the unique anime style of it, but when it comes down to it, Colorful was just garbage. It was garbage, man. It was just terrible. It was awful. I wish someone would burn the shit out of it. It's just that bad. There's no point to it rather than just showing perverted men looking at women sexually. That's just how bad the show is. That's all the show is about. Next one, please. Number 7 is Poi Poi Palami. Now, people are not familiar with this. If you were a fan of Excel Saga, they did advertise this spinoff on the show, believe it or not. And this wasn't too bad. I would say that they could have did a lot better with it. But only having 2 episodes compared to like 26 episodes of Excel Saga, they could have done a lot more with this. I mean, seriously, it was just a huge disappointment compared to the amazing success of Excel Saga. But that pretty much being said, I do not like the spinoff, even as close as Excel Saga. It falls in my heart as a really bad spinoff. And therefore, I wish they shouldn't release that shit. It should have been like a loss, you know. They should have never released that shit. If they were gonna make it good, please have more episodes at least. I mean, I know they were trying to hit even further and mature than even the last episode of Excel Saga, which didn't air anywhere besides probably the UK, but still. They could have did more, but no. We just get stories that just flat don't make sense. At least some episodes of Excel Saga actually make sense. In their own weird ways, they make sense. With that pretty much being said, the next one on my list is one that actually scarred me from childhood. And this is going to be one that I'm going to probably be headed for. Number 6 is Sailor A lot of men are guilty of watching this for a deep period of their childhoods. Some of them are actually guilty of finding this to be the first anime they ever watched. I actually had to say that I was one of those victims. It basically makes you feel like you've been raped. I know I'm not the only one. There's probably thousands of guys out there that's seen this show at a very young age, feeling like they've been raped. Yeah, it is a bad show. I mean, why the hell did we have to put up with this shit? I mean, there was nothing else to watch around the time, so it was pretty much torture to just watch this shit. And not only that, I had to watch 3 movies at that time, at that brief period of my life, watching that shit. It was bad. It was really bad. And yet, I heard that the musical for Sailor Moon was even worse. Oh god, I don't want to see that shit. Man, it's just bad. So let's go to the next one. Number 5, Tenchi in Tokyo. A bad Morphin Power Rangers ripoff. It really was. That's all I can really say. It was boring. It was a bad ripoff on Power Rangers, and it could have did a lot more with the comedy. You know, it was just half-assed is what this Tenchi show was basically as. It was just a bad show. It just didn't appeal at all. I can suggest the other 2 were way better. Tenchi Universe and Tenchi Muyo. They were just better. I wouldn't even say Tenchi Muyo GXP was better than this shit. Number 4 is another one I'm going to probably get hated for. Pokemon. The games and even the show is guilty of recycling things. They're going to look new, but it's really the same shit over and over and over again. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to go to the next one. Number 3, Blue Gender. I thought this show would be good. I really did. I was a fan of Funimation when I was growing up. And now I'm also a fan of Gene Nelson. And now I'm seeing that this show was just boring as hell. I mean, I really watched Bubblegum Crisis than this shit. And the one I seen was like the layer one. The one where you see these 3 girls playing all these boomers. You know, it was awesome. But this show, I'm sorry, it was a suckfest. With that being said, let's go to the next one. This is another one that I'm probably going to be headed for by a lot of people. Majority of the people I actually saw the Okon are fans of this. So, once I say this, I'm going to probably cut the next one really short. Naruto. I didn't really like it. I thought it was a bad ripoff of Dragon Ball Z and a story. Number 1 is Dragon Ball GT. This show, on every sense of the word, was terrible. It has continuing issues up the ass, and it was just flat out bad from every direction. Even the theme song in America was rap, and it was supposed to be rock. What the hell, man? I mean, why would you do that? It was so bad, in fact, that most people I actually talked about on this anime said the show was really bad. And you know something? It really was bad. It is one of the absolute worst. In my opinion, the worst anime I've ever seen. With that pretty much being said, I am Jack Gray of Joe Devane, and I'll see you all.